Okay, so welcome, Veechi, and I want to welcome the women who joined us today. I see that there are women only, and I want to welcome everyone who is going to join this interview or watch this interview later. And at first, I want all of us to close our eyes if it's comfortable for you and just focus on your breath and just be with your breath for a moment. Feel yourself here and now in this space, in this sacred space. Focus on your breath and see how deep it is or how shallow it is. Just allow it to be and allow yourself to be. And maybe for a moment you connect with inner silence. I invite into this space all the spirit helpers, all those beings that assist us, that guide us, that love us, all our teachers, angels, our ancestors. May they flow with us today in the most beautiful way. So when you are ready, just open your eyes. Welcome again. So I want to welcome Veechi Shahi today. I had an honor and pleasure to translate Veechi's workshops in Poland. And I really admire her work and all that was happening in those workshops. I really saw women liberating themselves and standing in their power, and it was beautiful. And it was beautiful to see the flow in which it happened. So yes, Veechi is doing workshops. She's working individually with people, doing meditations with them and doing coaching. And I don't know, maybe Veechi would like to add something more to that.
Now I'm running more and more retreats. And tomorrow I will start one retreat in this ashram in Rishikesh. And these are 9 days program. And I feel whosoever has tasted my work, they should dive deeper, commit at least 9 days to be with me and to come in contact with themselves. This is a age of everybody wants very short workshops. They want to learn very quickly. But this kind of feminine work that we are doing, for one to experience it, for this transmission to happen, it takes minimum 7 to 8 days. And with the blessing of my beloved master, I'm sitting in his ashram right now and I'm on his terrace. Many times he stands here looking around the Himalayas. I feel all the work is his blessing. And I don't want to do much, but I would like to start with 9 days, like which I'm doing now, and eventually take the retreats to 40 days. This is what I would want, which is very big. Yeah.
So can you tell something about your master? Like, who is your master and why do you follow this master? And yes.
Wow. I call my master Babaji. In India, master is also addressed as Guruji. And Guruji is the one who is already one with the light, who has experienced stillness, who has experienced nothingness, and who's fully present. And then it happens, so it's all very mystical. For the Eastern mind, it is still fathomable. But for the Western mind, it's kind of a little weird. When you come in contact with the master, it goes like this. Master is always looking for the seekers and the disciples are looking for the master to enrich their journey. And this journey is to find yourself. So when I met my master, his name is Samdarshi, I call him Babaji, I didn't plan to meet him. And he was also once a follower of Osho. It happened so that in a meditation, I had an experience, which I'm sharing first time publicly, that I felt, and this is a sacred space, so I feel now is the time to let these words out. It happened, Sukashya, that for me, my master and Osho became one. And this was an amazing experience for me. I wasn't looking for one. I wasn't searching anyone. However, when I sat in his satsang, when I sat with him, I had this experience of sitting in stillness and my spine on its own went erect. I had no idea what was happening. Before this, I was already I was on the path of meditation for 12 years. I had done all the trainings, lots of trainings at Osho, at the ashram in Pune, had met amazing therapists, many friends. And I take Osho as my master too. And then Babaji happened for me. And my real work started, I feel. That was just a preparation. Living master is an experience. And I feel only if you're blessed and fortunate in this life, you have one. It's an experience where your ego dies, you die. Because master is dead. He is there in the body, but his ego is not there. And when you live and work and learn subtly, he doesn't give you lessons. A learning happens also in a subtle way. I have learned to understand myself, my darkness more, my light, my feminine, my masculine, my patterns, my stillness, everything from him. And all the work that I do, I don't think so I know anything. It is his blessing that I sit among you and I feel I'm guided to hold the space from the space of not knowing. And this is an experience of a master. So I invite you all to the ashram. Come, hang out in Rishikesh. It's a beautiful place. And maybe sit with him in meditation. His meditations are free. The satsangs are free. They are on donation. Everybody is welcome. And you never know, because you're connected with me. He is the source for me. Where I'm learning, I continue to grow. Every time I feel I did enough, I have learned a lot. I don't need to go back to this ashram. I'm done. I have arrived. But to my surprise, every time I see a different part of me, and which comes up, flowers, goes through its own journey, So I can go on.
So how about your freedom? Like, to me, master, usually when I think about a master and taking on a master, I think, hello, where's my freedom?
When you say master in the West, you immediately think about slave, master and slave. The master, the guru, is never going to slave you. Actually, being with him, I'm understanding what is freedom in real sense. What is taking responsibility of myself and being in my center with all that I am.
Okay.
So master is never going to cage you. Master is just going to support you. It's like how in the school we have a teacher to guide us in a spiritual journey. When we have few experiences, we also need someone to hold us energetically so that we don't get lost.
Thank you.
The experience with the master is like you touch a lot of peaks and then you go in valleys, like everything. Master holds you. It's a container. It's a mystical energy which guides you. But yeah, you have to do the work. Master can't do the work for you.
Thank you. So, Veechi, why do you work with women? Like, why did you choose to? Because you work mainly with women and retreats are mainly for women. Why is that?
Yeah. I work in the corporate world with men and women. I worked in institutions with young adults, again, male and female. Retreats I do for women because it's more easy for me. I feel I feel an extension of myself with every woman. We are so connected. And all this work that I am doing, it has been my own experience. I feel to work with men, I always have somebody, but I don't do so many workshops. But detox retreats, we do have men. 1 or 2 men show up and they visit in the group of 15 and 18 women. And the whole structure has to be changed. But work with women for me is effortless. It's natural. It's like me. I see myself in each one of you, in all those tears, in all those bliss. It's me. And yeah, we look different. We come from different countries. So it's really effortless. It's no work. It's just being open and sharing and receiving, being guided. I'm a woman, and to bring this understanding in other women that we all are just same is a gift.
Thank you. So, can you tell us more about the conditioning process? What is it, and why do we do that? Why do we need that?
Asya, you have translated for me. You've sat with me and being so fully present. You have seen few times the transformation of so many sisters. For me, I come from India, a woman in my age, because I'm going to turn 50 in this May. Many times I've celebrated my birthday in Poland. So on the 19th of May, I turned 50 in this body. A woman in this age, if she is not married with children and doesn't have a typical lifestyle, is looked as somebody strange, because this is not a stereotype living. When meeting Osho, meeting with Osho's meditations, and learning about myself, I realized there was a blessing that I didn't get stuck in that. All my sisters are married with children, and that's the sole purpose of their lives, to take care of their homes and be there for children, which is very beautiful. But at the same time, sacrifice their intelligence, their capacity to share, to support many more women and men and children. They only live for their families and the small community, usually, which is beautiful. But yes, in a conditioned society in India and across the globe, I understand a sacrificing woman who kind of chops her wings or disconnects with her quest or intuition is put on a platform and is, of course, she gets really security, she gets home, she gets a lot of attention from the society for doing this sacrifice. But she kind of silences herself and just follows the normal family tradition. And everywhere in the world, they have a different kind of conditioning. So I didn't know if I can really, I didn't know anything before I did Osho's work, learned about meditations. I just knew I have to be a nice woman and I have to smile. And this smile was always on my face until I went to Osho commute that time. And I did the process of Mystic Rose, and I realized it was normal to cry and show people your dark emotions sometimes, and also stay with that. You don't have to be perfect woman all the time. This appealed to me, and I allowed myself to grow with this, and I was supported all the time with amazing therapists across the globe. I was mentored, loved beautifully, to understand what is my calling and how to flow with this calling, face my fears, and yet be present, show up. I had stage fright when I was a little child. For many years, I kept putting my boyfriends ahead. They could have the limelight, but I was not ready to show my inner shine. I was shy. This is also our conditioning. But yes, I think it's a blessing of the master, and nothing is in my mind. I didn't plan anything. I had to be who I am today. And I'm still growing, learning. Last night I was crying, longing for my beloved, that I could hide in his arms and forget everything. Why I have to do all this, what I do.
And your
Just
beloved
coming.
is in Greece, yes, right now?
Yes, yes. So it's just happening. And I'm not attached to what I'm doing. So when I come to Poland now, if there are women, it's fine. If there are no women there to come and be there in the circle with me, that's fine too. I'm living, I feel existence has been very kind to me. And this is deconditioning for me. Not focused, not with this purpose. I don't have to arrive anywhere. I don't have to do anything. I can just be. I can rest. I can enjoy with little jewelry I have, with the colors. We can drink cacao. We can laugh. We can dance. We can wear all our colors and be ourselves. Share our tears.
what is the
For
purpose?
me, this is deconditioning.
And what is the purpose of meditation? Is it important to you? Do you practice meditation?
Yes.
And what is the purpose of it for you? I
Yes.
understand that you practice also Osho meditations. Yes, that's like
Yes, yes, yeah. Yes, I practice meditation, and everything that I'm doing today, I'm bringing the quality of awareness in that. So today I have been doing work as meditation. I have been cleaning and preparing the rooms for my participants who are arriving tomorrow. So that's a technique for me. I've been scrubbing, I've been shopping, getting things together. My mind comes in while I'm doing these things and says, what are you going to get in the end? Are you even going to make any money out of this? And then my heart comes and says, you do it with love. These women have aspired to be here from far away. And this awareness, this witnessing, and the inner voice says, just be present, watch the drama of the mind and the heart, which goes on non-stop, and you do what you need to do in this moment. So I'm learning to bring this quality into everything I do. I do shaking, I do humming. I love dynamic. Osho dynamic meditation is one of the most amazing meditations that I feel Osho gave to this world and to the humanity. Every session in the Wild and Wise Women Retreat, we start with the Osho dynamic. And if it was not the master's energy, master's meditation, I don't think I can open up the women so much to really dive in to their center so quickly. It is his technique that does the magic. I just hold the space with you together. So yes. And now I have committed to do meditation, sharing meditation freely with all the women across the globe. Many women join. And I started this last year on my birthday, on the 19th of May. It was a Thursday. I said, I want to give myself a gift which will keep me and remind me of my center, of my essence. So I do this. I practice it with you. I get a chance to dive into myself and see everything. So yes, it's essential.
So it looks like your work, your offering is what makes you totally alive in this world and what makes your heart sing. I'm listening to you and I see this aliveness in you. So what are the other, because it seems like it's the essence of your life, what you are doing, working with people. Are there any things that are equally important to you?
Like every journey, we can't have it all. In the end, what matters to me is disappearing. And what needs to be lived through me is appearing. I'm learning in my small way what is surrender. And then whosoever I meet in this journey, while I'm flying, I'm sitting with a cabbie chatting, drinking a masala chai in a small store in the marketplace. I feel everyone has come to share something with me and is very important for me. My mama, she was a great inspiration to me. She was deconditioned. so conditioned I thought my mama to be, and now she's no more, but I kept running back home to her last 2 years because I wanted to be around when she would take her final flight. I was blessed to spend time with her. Yeah. Now my master allows me to sit in this ashram and do my work from here. It's a blessing. Tomorrow he could just say, you're not allowed anymore. So I'm in that space, my love. I'm melting. I'm no more. And these tears are of gratitude, of not knowing where existence is going to take me tomorrow. Everything is like misty, like how it is. So I don't do now return tickets anymore because I waste a lot of money in that. And yes, now I'm doing tickets one way. And then we see how it will be. So I'm learning to be in the moment with his blessing. It's challenging, but also it's satisfying. It doesn't matter then if there is a one person there for me or there's no one. Everything I have understood from my master is all game. So enjoy it. That's it. Enjoy your screaming, enjoy your shakiness, enjoy your dance, enjoy your madness, everything. This energy is not going to be there forever. Someday it will finish and I will ready. I'm ready. I feel when I will be in the space when I don't have to really do much. So this is it.
So were you there when your mama was crossing over? Were you present with her?
Yes. You know, I had first time announced a retreat by myself in Greece in last September. And my closest people were telling me, drop it. You have 5 participants. What money are you going to make? Run to mama. Mama is in the hospital. I called my mama and I was in Greece. I called my mama and I said, Mama, looks like you are going. And she said to me, in Hindi we communicate, and she said to me, when are you returning? I said, after my retreat, 4 days after my retreat. It was 2nd of October, I was supposed to return. Then she said, don't worry. Then you are coming back. Why are you stressed out? You must do what you have to do. I was waiting for a message from my master, really restless, not knowing what am I going to do if mama is in the hospital. I know she will take a flight any moment. Doctors have said that she might just go. And it was the most challenging retreat of my life, that I had to stay present and not on my phone or be stuck to the hospital. I did this retreat, money I made, I bought the flight ticket for the very next day, and I came back to India. I got to spend 3 weeks with mama, and we celebrated the Diwali festival, the festival of lights. The whole family knew this is the final Diwali of my mama. She gave me an experience of what is it to do something with that intensity and totality when you know this is the final time. What a gift she gave me. We celebrated Diwali like there is going to be no Diwali after this with mama. Next day was a solar eclipse. As per Hindu mythology, when there is a solar eclipse, we don't leave the house. So when the solar eclipse was finishing, 15 minutes before that, she said, my body is heavy. Today, I haven't been able to get up. So now we should call the ambulance. I must go to the hospital. And then we went to the hospital, and she was there for 1 week, transitioning from very deep sleep to coming back for my brother, then for my elder sister when she came back from America. And finally, she left very beautifully. We were celebrating Diwali and we were feeding a lot of sweets to all the staff. She said, don't put me into ICU. I want to go among all of you. So, yes.
And how was it for you after?
I think I miss her. I miss her very much. I know in all this craziness that I have been living for so many years, so-called being a seeker, being this traveling therapist, being in a long distance relationship, running with my bags from one place to another, nothing certain. But the call from Mama was most certain. She knew exactly in whichever time zone I was in, she would knew it was my time to eat my fruits or drink my chai. And when I would come back home, alone to my home in Bombay, she knew I needed to rest. And she would call only in the after 11 o'clock in the morning, not before that. So I'm still processing this. Maybe it's a small word. I feel her. I miss her. Right now, I just miss her very much. So much love. My God. I think the work I do is her blessing too. Sometimes I feel, oh my God, is it a conditioning? But this is not a bad one. The love is a good conditioning. She was very beautiful. She open, abundant, never insecure. Once she told me, don't doubt people. It's okay. Especially when you are having your staff and you give responsibilities to them. She said, this doubt is a very bad energy. This makes you small, not them. So, oh, Mama, how to go beyond these doubts? So much trust you have. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Veechi, one time on Facebook, I don't know how, but it showed me this, I think it was your brother's post, and it was about you, and he was really celebrating you in this post, like really speaking highly of you, and he also said that he lives because of you, because you gave him a kidney. And that was so touching when I read that. So it's true, you didn't mix the stories.
Yes, it's true. I don't remember the years. Don't ask me when did I did this transplant. He stood up in front of my father, even though he's 2 years younger to me, and said to my father, don't look for alliances for her. I will take care of her, because my father wanted me to get married like all other friends of mine or my other siblings. And he wanted me to go to America, settle there. And this is how it was when we came from Gujarat, this town, this state in India. And I was living my freedom. I was enjoying life. And my brother said, no, I will take care of her. Don't worry about her. And I happened to find Osho meditations. I ended up in Pune. And my father was not really very happy that, what am I doing going to this ashram? What's wrong with me? I was a pretty child and nicely educated, doing a good job. And I gave up everything. And like a hippie, I'm going into some Osho ashram, which is like always not considered by typical conditioned Indians to be a nice place to be in. And my brother supported me really then. And it felt very naturally when he had his kidney issues. The least I can do is to offer him my kidney as a gift. He gave me one life. I met, it transformed me for lifetimes. And I gave him one life too. And he has two beautiful children after he got my kidney. Doctors had told him, you will never have a child. And the little boy is going to be 5 years old. And my little niece, she is going to be 10-year-old. My brother is still alive and he is doing his life, not enlightened for sure, and regrets sometimes that he didn't take very good care of my kidney in his body because he's once again in dialysis and he must, have another transplant. Yeah. But this is how life is sometimes. I feel I became a mother without giving birth to a child. For the longest time, I struggled with the attachment that I had with my organ in his body. It would disturb me when he wouldn't take care of himself. And then slowly, I let go happen. Yeah.
Veechi, is there any?
I didn't plan. I didn't plan, Kashya. This all happened. I didn't do anything. Yeah.
Is there anything that you are afraid of?
Wow. Every night I encounter some small fears. It's like I'm curious in a way where life is taking me. And at the same time, a lot of fear comes, which says for the next step, I might not have what I have in this very step. I might have to leave behind many beautiful things, people, places. This is quite scary at times. Yes, there is no security, there is no certainty. What is next that I'm here to experience? Life has been very beautiful until now. And it's been a blessing. But yes, I'm more and more with myself, even though I have chances to share and be with friends, with family, with my beloved man. But who knows?
And do you
This not knowing sometimes freaks me out. I wish I knew it, but tarot card could give me an answer. Master will never tell me. My Guruji never tells me. I ask him any straight question. Say, you understand, you see it, you will know, do as you like. He just complicates it even more. So, yeah.
Do you regret sometimes not having your own family and children and this aspect of life?
I come from a very big family, so I have lots of nieces and nephews. We are 5 sisters and 3 brothers, so from the same parents. I have so many children in the family. In fact, I'm filled with gratitude that I don't have biological children. And it came very clear to me at a very young age, just after this idea that I would have at least 5 children. This was my idea. And I ended up with also in a relationship with a man who was obsessed about children, but I somehow escaped and ran away from that relationship. And my current partner was very clear. He didn't want children. And he said, children are beautiful, but they are a big responsibility. And I understood this very well. We're working from a very young age with couples, with lots of families, especially in Bombay, that no children is good for me in this life. Yeah, I must have had many children in many lifetimes and big families. But this lifetime, my work allows me to and makes me live my motherly essence. And this is kind of enough. And my body is too old. So now the hormones are settling. Something is shifting. It's too old to make babies now. Yeah, but my South African clients will say, Veechi, you can make a child at 55 also with the technology. But no, really, I make a choice. No, I don't want to bring babies in this world. There are already so many, and I can just share some time with them. And if I have love, I share my love with them. And no. Yeah, I miss being with my beloved man sometimes and just doing nothing. But this is like a dream, like an idea. Does it happen like that? So only when we're on holidays and he puts a band to my laptop and he says, you are not going to do anything, then yeah, that's a break.
Mm.
But this is natural sharing. I like it. I get so much energy from sharing by giving. I receive. So yeah.
Thank
My
you.
family is now global family. My children are children of all my sisters. So all that I have in my life today is all mine. And I can enjoy it as much I want. In India, we have this concept, we make money, houses, like my father did for us, for their children. I don't have to do much. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you. So now it's time for questions. If you have any, you can put them in the chat box and I'm going to read them to Veechi. And I wanted to ask you about your group of women because that's very fascinating to me too, that you have this group of sisters, not your blood sisters, but just soul
Yes.
sisters that you are very close to and you meet in different places in the world. Can you speak a little bit about that?
Yes. This sisterhood happened at Osho Commune in Pune. And we all met. Our common thread is Osho, is meditation. And we met in Pune and we enjoyed chai together. We enjoyed our jewelry together. We enjoyed dancing together. And we enjoyed listening to Osho. And then we stayed committed to this connection. And we consciously take out time, make effort to spend time with each another. And for us, this connection is the deepest connection that we have. We are 4 of us. So 3 of my friends and me. One lives in Dubai. One is living in uh, close to Pune in the hills alone. She's also a therapist. One is a designer in Bombay. And the one is in the corporate world in Dubai. So I'm in sometime in Bombay, sometime in Greece, sometime in Poland. So I'm everywhere also, and we all meet. So yeah, we meet, we share, we hang out, we fight, we cry, we laugh. We share ourselves, we show ourselves to each another. It's a precious connection. Because we are of the same polarity, it is very different. You know, the love of sisters is empowering. It can be also sometimes scary to deal with someone who knows you so well, but then they empower me. Every time I sit and I do something, and they are always saying, yes, yes, you have got to do this. Yes, 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 yes. We tell each other a lot of yes. Yes. So, yeah, in this short life, it's good to invest in your sisterhood, to have few friends where you meditate together and share. So this is not a typical society connection, even though we came from a typical society. And this became like really beautiful connection.
Mm.
Now it's 24 years, 25 years, we know each other, and we are there for each another.
And you also mentioned that you fight, yes?
But we fight with each other. We show each other, like sometimes I'm stuck at some place, I can't see it. My sisters will show it to me. They know how to show it to me now. And I will say, we are honest, we are sincere, we are not hiding ourselves. We can see someone of us will be carried away in something or overstressing, obsessing. We know this and we support each other in a very beautiful way. Meditation. And in this life, when there is everything we do is for some interest, sisterhood is really, it is fulfilling my soul. Like in the end, sisters are there to laugh with, and we can enjoy, travel to beautiful places, wear lovely dresses. It's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, when you were talking about that, it was amazing to me when you said that you were fighting with each other, because I think that's what people are afraid of, to really
Mm.
show their true self and their true face, because they are afraid of rejection mostly, or of hurting someone. And you said that you are doing it, like you are fully there, like with all of your emotions and everything you have.
So once we were fighting on seduction, like with one of my sister, I said to her, look, that was my boyfriend. Now this is many years back. So we're saying we were talking about so deeply. We were saying, seeing each another so closely and sharing our insecurities and love and understanding openly with each other. I said, that's my boyfriend. And you were behaving in a particular way. And this didn't appeal to me. This just didn't feel right to me. And then we have a big war between both of us, and the other two are watching us. And then we all give our inputs. And finally, we come to understanding that each one of us have our own primal issues. If I could be sometimes really dominating and controlling, the other could be really submissive. And she will come and talk about 6 years back, you said this to me. And I was like, oh, Mama Mia, 6 years back, I have no memory. She said, you were mean to me. I said, okay, so let's clean this up. And yeah,
It's
we're learning. Yeah.
it's beautiful that you have
And I
such
see the
trust.
message. That's a
Yeah, I
very,
see the
yeah.
message, but you have such trust to like be there fully, and it's amazing. Like this is what I
Yeah.
wish every woman in the world, to meet sisters, to create such bonds that you have trust, to be there fully yourself, knowing that this person will not reject you, and that this
Yeah.
friendship, this love is stronger than anything.
Yes, this is the essential values of femininity. When we relate and allow to connect with each another from this space, it's fragile, it's delicate. It's not then I know it better. I did it. No, it grows. And with like any other relating, but like knowing another sisters when they're together, the journey becomes so much more beautiful because then you understand it is in the making of the feminine, we have the dark side in us that we are really attached to it, which we hold closely. And when we are together with each another, then these dark tunnels we cross in joy. It is like a party. Like we know it, after this is light. But if you don't have sisters in life, if you don't have a living master, it's impossible to not think that you are, you are going to ultimately take a pill. That's what's been advertised in the world today, to keep your mood lifted up so that you don't sink into your darkness, you don't touch the rock bottom. But with sisters, you understand this is how you will learn about femininity, you will learn about your own light, you will learn about colors. And this darkness that you're processing or going through, it might come as a challenge in the workplace, in your personal relationship, or with your family, or, in your most intimate codependent relationship, whatever. It's all like it takes a lot of patience, love to be there. It's very easy to break things. That's a man says, I break it, doesn't suit me anymore. A feminine tries to keep it together, keep it together. And this women in the West have to learn more, and in the East. Eastern women are committed to their families because this is what they learn and hide everything. So they have a lot of family secrets. And the Western women, they totally disconnected with the femininity and they don't want to share. They don't want to be vulnerable. And then they get abused, they get used, and they get exhausted. And we need to find the balance. Like Osho said, it's the Western woman in the world. If they bring meditation in their lives, they will change the world. He said Eastern women have a lot of femininity and grace in them, but then they need education. They need to be financially independent. For Western women, they already have all this. You are way ahead. It's just you have to come back and you are a woman. Just tune in to this flowering and yes, it's easy.
So Eva wrote, I'd like to thank you very much for this
I
meeting.
have been talking on so much on energy. I feel like, wow. I show you the sun. I can see. Why don't you see it? It's shining somewhere. It's shining in front of me.
So I'm going to read the question now, and it's from Eva. And she says, I'd like to thank you very much for this meeting and presenting your nice, warm, and radiating personality. My question is about how are elder women perceived in Indian society? Are they commonly honored?
Lots of love to every woman who is here. You are hiding your faces, show up your beautiful faces.
I don't think you hear me, Veechi. I think there's some kind of hello. Veechi, I think you need to turn on your microphone again because you disappeared for a moment. And there is a question that I'm going to read you. I think that you had some technical difficulties. You didn't hear me, and
so tell me, Kash.
I am going to read you the question again.
Yeah,
it's from Eva, and she said, I'd like to thank you very much for this meeting and presenting your nice, warm, and radiating personality. My question is about how are elder women perceived in Indian society? Are they commonly honored? Do you have women's circles there in India?
Yes. Women in India, when they're elderly, they get a lot of respect for their wisdom. And actually, somehow they are the center of the homes and yet they are not controlling anything. They're most fragile, more delicate, yet everything revolves around love. Even though we come from this space where masculine is dominating and it's patriarchal, everything, but yes, women have, in typical middle class families, grown up women have a lot of honor and space. We have lots of women's circles happening. And in India, traditionally, they do a lot of rituals. But now it's a new age world, like anywhere else. We have lots and lots of transformation work happening. There are many Veechis and, many Evas who are sharing their love, their light, enjoying, talking, just being free. And this place supports it totally. Rishikesh has people, women from all around the world, and really all age. You have to come here. I won't call you in Mumbai, but I would call you, come to this ashram. It's beautiful, simple, no big rules, and yet a lot of energy. Yeah.
Thank you, Veechi. So we're coming to an end of our time. So I just wanted to say that you're coming to Poland in May, and I'm going to put a link below this.
Yeah. I'm
recording.
coming in April also.
Okay.
Exactly in 1 month. I come in April and I go to all the cities, Warsaw, Wrocław, Krakow. Hopefully there are women there, or I'll enjoy Poland for, it's around your Easter time. And then I go to Greece. And then I come back again in May. Yes.
Okay. So is there anything that you would like to end with?
I would like to see Alina. I would like to see Joanna, Aliza, Hashka.
Yes,
They're all sitting there.
we can do that after we close the space. I will then stop recording and we can open the circle.
Yes.
But
Nothing. Just thank you for inviting me here. Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much. And yeah.
I know nothing important. I have nothing important to say. It's just lots of love to you. And thank you for inviting me here. And